here. Woo. Look at this.
Oh yeah, it's right here. It's straight up.
Right here about State. Look at that hitman card up there in the back.
Yeah. Did they walk around here already? Good day.
Let's go.
Yeah, but it's like Mega and Lemon.
Today, ladies, today is the day.
Yes, beautiful day today.
Yeah, it feels good out here.
I got the damn timer on.
Hey, let's go. Let's doing it right here. Sit here, we about to take it over, man. We about to do some things. Let's go. Which one say, man?
Shit, it didn't take the shit.
Which one say?
Welcome to GLG, welcome to 108. We out here. This is what real gamers do. They don't know what we do, so we showing it to you. Facts.
We embarked on a quest to find creative teams that have the mastery of our art form. And we found innovative game designers, master storytellers, exceptional world builders. And now, I'm proud to introduce the creation of a brand new Microsoft studio, The Initiative. Led by Daryl Gallagher, a visionary storyteller who has worked across some of the most iconic franchises for over 20 years. This new Santa Monica studio is building a team of world-class talent to create groundbreaking new game experiences. And next, I'm excited to welcome Undead Labs to Microsoft Studios. Caught our attention with their visionary approach to building a zombie survival franchise. They just released their second infestation into the world, and in the first 2 weeks, over 2 million of you have joined the fight to survive. Now, it's my distinct pleasure to announce that we have acquired Playground Games. One of the highest rated studios of this generation, celebrated for their incredible craftsmanship. Not only will Playground Games continue to work on Forza Horizon, they're bringing their open world expertise to an entirely new project. We can't wait to share more about that later. And for the fourth new studio, it's my personal honor to welcome Ninja Theory to Microsoft Studios. I met Nina and Janine when we collaborated on Kung Fu Chaos back on the original Xbox. And a minute into playing Hellblade, you know you're in the hands of master storytellers who are fearless about telling bold cinematic stories. This is a team gifted in creating new franchises. And yes, we've got a fifth studio to announce. Compulsion Games. 2 years ago, we premiered a game we couldn't get out of our heads. A game that captivated us with its strong, fresh, and intense storytelling.
I wanted to touch bases. That's why I showed in the beginning of this video of the 5 studios being announced and how huge that was for Xbox. And then to hear that not only that, you know, Phil Spencer has now got full reign. There's nobody to tell him what he can do and can't do with the Xbox division. He now has the full backing of Microsoft. Once they've seen what Phil can do to bring Xbox to be profitable, and also to see that gaming is at an all-time high. It's higher. It's the highest entertainment that there is out there, and it's the one thing that I think that the CEO of Microsoft wanted to see was how Phil was going to try to get out of this hole, because it was a pretty deep hole. Just a lot of bad decision, a lot of bad planning. There was a lot of bridges burned by the previous head of Xbox. And even though there were so many people that would try to make the excuses saying, well, Phil's been there and Phil has admitted that being at Xbox for 30 years or so, but he also brought in people that were strong-willed, that knew what to do, that were good at marketing, and had a good sense of what they wanted to bring to the table and how they wanted to form this new era of Xbox. And I'm more excited than I've ever been. And I've said this before, that Xbox is not trying to bring it back to the 360. They're trying to bring it back to the original Xbox, the OG Xbox, where the PC fan loves the OG Xbox. And even though you hear the word Microsoft and Xbox and PC fans may cringe, the fact of it is that when they see these games like Halo and Forza and Gears and plenty other games that will be coming over to the PC, some PC fans may come out and try to be snarky and say, oh, well, I could just play it on my PC at the highest frames, highest level. Well, if you have a PC like that, then go ahead and do it. But it's not taking away the money that's going to be generated from Xbox, because that is an Xbox product. We know that you're still going to buy the multiplats on PC, and the one reason why you're playing games for the PlayStation is for exclusives. So again, Xbox is looking at it from two different folds. Like, we're staying to our core, we're making more consoles, and by that time, consoles will be having the opportunity to catch up to the PC in some way, shape, or form. PC gamers, there's some out there that can brag about how powerful their PCs are, and we know that there's some powerful PCs out there. But not every PC gamer has a powerful PC to that level. So when you look at the Xbox One X and how I was saying that it was future-proof, because that can be an enticement. Even though you're still a PC player, you can play games anywhere. If the X is more powerful than your PC and it's $300, you know, $390 is $399, $300, and you're like, whoa, I might go ahead and I need to get this Xbox. Then also for the not only for the Play Anywhere fan, but also for Xbox trying to push crossplay. This is part of the dominance that they're trying to go around. They're not trying to come straight direct and say, ah, man, we're going to be the behemoth. We're just going to do it in a different way. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be shaking your hand, and then on the other side, we're over here going to be taking over gaming from all different angles. We'll purchase this type of, you know, cloud computing. We'll purchase engines. We'll purchase this. We'll purchase that. And slowly but surely, Microsoft is going to have their fingers in every facet of what's going on in gaming. And while some people will still keep talking about NPDs, numbers, sales, all of that jazz, Xbox is going to be making money from everywhere else. And they're still going to be making record profits every year, just like they have been for the last couple of years, regardless of the fact that people have stated that Xbox has no games, Xbox exclusives have been trash, or they only have 3 strong IPs. And that's pretty amazing. And that's under Phil's watch. But he had to make it profitable first in order, I think, for the head of Microsoft to feel like, hey, let's open the checkbook. And that's why when I was saying with these studios, Ninja Theory was the most hype that I have. I got the most hype for Ninja Theory, but the most intriguing to me is the initiative, because of the fact that it's a quadruple A. That means the pocketbook is open, Jack. It doesn't matter. And like I said earlier, it's about the lack of creativity and that they have been hampered down. It's all out the window. All of these studios can do whatever they want. Now, I don't think Undead Labs is going to abandon State of Decay because of the success that's going on. I don't see Forza Horizon not ever being made again. That's another bread and butter. But we know that Fable is going to come. We hear the rumors about Joanna Dark. And whatever that this company, the initiative is going to bring, it's going to bring something that has a crazy budget. There's not going to be pinching for pennies. There's not going to be looking and crossing lines of what they're going to do with the budget, because it's endless. Whatever they want to do, they can do it. Now, heard some rumors and seen some articles about some kind of crazy space game that might be in the works. Who knows? Who knows? Don't know until I learn more information about that. But they're the most intriguing to me because when you have a studio that has that type of freedom and those type of pockets, the possibilities are endless. So for hearing people saying that it's misleading that Xbox is not bringing in the IPs, I forgot that when you have to have a different standard with Xbox or with Microsoft because everything has to be right now because they have deep pockets. I think that's the most ignorantest talk I've ever heard. But again, Xbox is now bringing new IPs, but what is Sea of Thieves? Even though you may not like Sea of Thieves, it's still a new IP. We know the narrative changes by the day. You know, if a new IP comes and drops into their lap here at the end of the month or at the end of the year, it's going to be something else that's going to be added to it. And the game is going to be labeled trash regardless. So it's one of those things is why people keep listening to the rhetoric. Enjoy what's going on because gaming is now starting to take off to a whole nother level. You're starting to see that WB Games and I forget who the other company is right now. I think it's Ubisoft. They're going to start going to a service. Game Pass is for the consumer. That is a great service. And the more that these companies will try to get into this, the more that we have access to great games. That's what I'm trying to understand is Xbox has been innovating and starting a lot of these programs, a lot of these things, and not getting the love for it. But again, it is what it is. But I'd like to hear your thoughts. Everybody have a good one.
As a kid, I had a lot of money. Knotted up, rubber band money. Next to the Xbox, thrown in my Jordan box. I think it was my 13s, something that I rarely rock. White and black high top, I used to wear the high socks. Back when I was